Hey, what's up you guys? It's Six. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is yet another part of the Halloween collab with Sunflour Cafe and Collective, and surprise surprise, it is not Witch's Brew. So despite Witch's Brew being by far, well, not by far, but certainly definitely my favorite drink on the menu in the collab, I have totally altered the idea as far as like the sticker design goes. I was frustrated because I was trying to draw like a character that was like a witch but also a barista, and while that would be really cute for like a print idea or something, it absolutely was not working in sticker form. It just looked too basic, and if I was to spice it up or amp it up in any way, then she would be far more detailed than any of the other stickers in the collab, and she would have just stood out and not really fit in very well. And so my partner helped me sketch up like this cute little ornate little teacup that had latte art of like a witch on a broomstick inside. And I thought that was adorable, so that is the direction that I ended up going for Witch's Brew, which means that I didn't do a speed paint because I wasn't sure how interested you guys would be in seeing that, and I also haven't recorded speed paints for the other like non-character designs for the Halloween speed paint, or for the Halloween collab that are already finished, so I didn't think that there would be, you know, any interest in not seeing that or in seeing that. So changed the directions and ended up moving over to the drink we have now. So this drink is a little bit tentative at the moment. It's still September when I'm filming this, so it's not quite Halloween, not quite October. So the October menu has not gone out yet, and I say this is tentative because it is fully based on an ingredient that was not in Sunflour when we did the initial like prepping for the collab. So a few days after I left, they released their like so every season they have like a barista favorites menu that they switch out. So it's not the collab, but it is like their menu sort of thing, like just drinks that the baristas recommend, obviously. So the fall favorites menu came out, and I was looking through it and I was like, hold on, honey boba? Honey boba, that sounds literally so good. I never even conceptualized that could or would or might be a thing. That sounds amazing. Honey boba, I want honey boba, I want to try that. And I knew that the last character in the collab that I was working on that did not have an illustration going yet was in Struggleville. I was having a hard time with it. I wanted it to be a jack-o'-lantern character, but I didn't want it to be like a standard pumpkin spice. But I was having trouble with the latte, like forming a good pumpkin and something combo. I just wasn't feeling any of the drinks we ended up making, and so by the end of the, end of the session, I guess you could say, I'd landed more over into tea territory and was like, maybe we'll do something like maple based instead, and I'll create like a leaf based character, and that will be really fun. But as I'd sat down trying to create illustrations for that piece, I just was having such a terribly hard time, especially considering back in August my Patreon rewards were a jackalope with a bunch of leaves in the background. So it was like, that's essentially the character I would have created for this piece, for this drink, for this portion of the collab. And I was like, I can't make my brain do another one of that's different right now, so close together. So I was really having a hard time. But then, like I said, once I saw the fall favorites menu with the honey boba on there, I was like, oh, it's all coming together. I instantly was like, honey boba, I'm envisioning it to be yellow because, again, I haven't been over there since our little initial Halloween session. I haven't had time. So thinking of it as like these little yellow, boba pearls, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a stretch, what that kind of looks like? Pumpkin guts. That would be so cute. Let's do a pumpkin guts drink. So my idea for this, again, this is tentative, still working things out. It's definitely, the last one is gonna be some kind of pumpkin because I've got this design all sketched out to be pumpkin. but the idea right now is for it to be a black tea or a milk tea base, and then have the flavoring be pumpkin and maple, and then have the little honey boba at the bottom, so pumpkin guts. And I love it so much. So once I got started, you know, kind of having the finality, I guess, in my mind of the official drink that we were going to do, because the maple one was a bit of a struggle as well. We were just like, we could do tea and maple brown sugar tea leaves, I don't know. So the fourth drink wasn't really set in stone, wasn't really solidified either. And then again with the design, it's just a struggle. So having the drink solidified and knowing that it can be as simple as a pumpkin character, once again a jack-o'-lantern type character, that made it so much easier. So despite that, I still was having trouble. I was like, I want it to be a pumpkin. How do I make pumpkin cute besides just having a character with a pumpkin ahead? I don't want to do that. Been there, done that. It's cute, whatever. But I don't want to draw that. I want to make something a little bit different. So I got on Monster Girl Maker. And I fumbled around for a little bit. I didn't really end up using like 90% of the things that were in Monster Girl Maker. It was mostly just her eyes. I was like, ooh, that's cute. And now her nose and her mouth can be like carved out like a jack-o'-lantern. I don't know why I wanted to give her extra eyes. I just thought it would be cute. And then everything else just came from, you know, trying to keep it short, cropped hair, throw some horns in there, and then you're done. We've got this cute little demon girl character. So then came to rendering, which rendering was not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. So I recently switched back to the, I don't know how else to call it other than like the thick nib, the regular nib of my Apple Pencil. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the fine tip nib. It's really nice for sketching and everything like that, but lately when it comes to rendering, I'm just like in my brain and I'm like, this nib is so little and this art is so big and it will be so hard and it will take me so long to render. And so I start to get really frustrated with myself. So I ended up switching to the regular Apple Pencil nib, because I just do that sometimes. It's like switching between digital and traditional for me, switching between the type of nib that I'm using, because it tricks my brain into thinking you have a new material, which means your art will be good. I don't know why I do that, but I switched over to the regular nib, and I flew through so many things that day. I was doing commissions, I was doing this, I was doing so many things. Flew right on through it, and I expected the rendering portion to be kind of like difficult or like mildly more interesting. Well, not interesting as in like it doesn't look good, but like conceptualizing everything, because she doesn't have a regular nose, she doesn't have a regular mouth, so clearly that's gonna mean that rendering is gonna end up a lot different, right? No. No, it wasn't at all. It was pretty much my exact same rendering process. Because my rendering, it really relies on like the nose to do like the middle shadows of the face, if that makes sense. The mouth obviously has a lot of areas of shadow as well, underneath the nose and all of that. And I was like, she's gonna look weird. No, she looks fine. I really like it. The only thing that I will say I had trouble with, I guess, in regards to this piece, not even in the rendering portion, but just in the liner, I'm not really too thrilled about how the hair turned out. Once I got the rendering on, it was a lot better, so I was able to like shut my brain up and be like, come on, it's cute, she's cute, I like her. But when I was doing the line art, just getting the hair to be the right big sort of like poofy flowy kind of vibe was so hard. I put so many lines and I don't know why, but it's fine, it looks good. I really like her. And then coloring was obviously super easy. I just had to do orange and green. I knew I wanted to do that right away. And then of course had to do like yellow glowy eyes, because jack-o'-lanterns, you light them up inside, you get that warm glow from your little tea lights that you put in there, and it was so simple. And I'm really happy that everything turned out the way that I wanted it to, and that it was so comfortable to work on, because I've really been having a hard time with illustrations lately. I'm coming through like another little area of art block, and it's not fun, but also it is, but also it's not. I don't know. Like, fun in that I'm allowing myself to do other things besides, like, work all of the time. I'm in a little bit of a Resident Evil phase. I literally picked it up out of the blue. I got one too many Leon edits on my For You page, and I said, I kin him. He's me now. So I've been playing the games and watching lore videos and stuff like that. So that's fun. But also at the same time, when I, am out of my allotted fun time zone and I have to work, it's like, oh, I can't draw right now. Why am I struggling to draw? I'm literally having such a hard time. But I think that's kind of receding a little bit. I'm getting a lot faster again. Oh, my phone looks so pretty right now. I'm holding you guys like vertically, I guess. And it's like, I don't know how this is possible because I'm in my car. So shouldn't it be the roof of my car? It's not. It's the sky. I wish I could show you guys this. It's so pretty. Anyway, what was I saying? I think I'm coming out of my art block. I'm working a lot faster. I'm happier with the work that I make. Like, this piece did not take me very long at all. It took me, I want to say, less than 2 hours to fully complete, if that. And it's so cute. I like it. I'm happy with it. So it's nice that I can get through something quickly and still enjoy the result and have had fun making it and all of that stuff. But anyway, enough rambling from me. If you guys are still here, I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons: Elise Thompson, Duran, Mandy, Sleeps Created by Twins, Inkimu Art, Psychwalker Art, Fish Nor Flesh, Akita Kai, Watery Turd, and Daru. You guys are amazing. You guys are the reason that I am able to sit and make these videos and also still have time to do things like play Resident Evil. You guys are so nice. And if you're just a regular watcher of my YouTube videos, I appreciate you so much as well. You guys are also part of the reason that I am able to do so. So thank you again so much. If you haven't already, and you saw last week's video and you forgot that there's another secret video on Patreon, maybe go and check that out because it's pretty cool. I really like the sticker design for this month. So yeah, go and check that out. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.